Seismic waves from a 7.8 magnitude earthquake swept through Turkey on February 6. The devastating earthquakes that struck Turkey and Syria have killed at least 15,000 people, with many more injured. But why did this happen in Turkey? While aftershocks are usually smaller than the main shock, they can have equally devastating consequences, further damaging infrastructure that was damaged by the first earthquakes and hampering rescue efforts. Faults are cracks in the earth crust along which there is movement. This can be massive or very small. It is the sudden release of this pressure that causes earthquakes and ground shaking. The Turkey earthquake is likely to have happened on one of the major faults, the East Anatolian Fault or the Dead Sea Transform Fault. Earthquake energy is actually caused by movement along an area of a fault. The bigger the earthquake, the larger the fault area that will have moved. For 7.8 magnitude, that is likely to have been movement over an area roughly 190 kilometers long and 25 kilometers wide. This means the shaking will felt over a very large area. Light shaking was felt by about 610,000 people as far away as the Turkish capital city of Istanbul, as well as Baghdad in Iraq and Cairo in Egypt. After major earthquakes, there will be many smaller earthquakes known as aftershocks as the crust reduced to the change in stress in the first 12 hours after the initial tremor. In southeast Turkey, there were already 3 other earthquakes about the magnitude of 6 and magnitude 7.5 aftershocks occurred further to the north on a different but adjacent fault system, the Syria fault, which was powerful enough to count as a separate earthquake in its own right. While aftershocks are usually smaller than the main shock, they can have equally devastating consequences, further damaging infrastructure that was damaged by the first earthquakes and hampering rescue efforts.